Good morning, sunshine. It actually is sunshine this morning. Yay! Beautiful day, beautiful morning. Taking the day off. Cool. Sorry I'm late. I had Tank decided to get in the garbage this morning while I was upstairs. So I had some cleaning up to do this morning. Coffee grounds all over the place. Hi, Meredith. Good morning. Oh, I can't wait to see your dad joke. We're gonna go outside this morning. Good morning, Mary Jo. I'm not gonna sing today. But let's go outside. I still have some more to clean up from Tank's garbage escapades, but I'll do that later. I actually slept in today, which was nice. 6:30. Beautiful. So I haven't had a chance to meditate yet, but I'm going to do that still this morning. I'm going to go for a run, do lots of reading, take a nice easy day off today. Sorry. I'm going to carry my coffee and the phone and go outside. It's still it feels a little chilly out, but not too bad. And Tank's out here. Aren't you bad boy? Yeah, you are. You're bad. Hi, guys. Oh, gotta change the camera. Sorry, old guy with technology. Here, how's that? Is that better? A little better. All I have to do today is go get my new glasses, then I'll see what happens. I love it. I'm reading a book right now on anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. Right? Come on. These are good jokes. Well, are they though? Anyway. Good morning, guys. Jake, good morning. Jake, Mary Jo, Meredith. At least I know I got you guys on. Hi. Yeah, beautiful morning. I can't wait to go for a run. I'm totally taking today off from everything. It's gonna be like last Saturday. Sit out in the sun, in the yard, do some reading. Hot Tank. Nose around through the garbage in the kitchen maybe? Nope, we did that already. Anyway, how you guys doing today? So a little run today. I ran yesterday. Yesterday was supposed to be a rest day, but since I didn't run Thursday, I had to do it yesterday. So I'll do another run today, like 3 miles. Again, and we're in week 1 of the half marathon intermediate training, so mileage is way down there, but I'm basically now taking out all the run or all the walk rests, so it's all running, just varying my pace. Not by any kind of pace count or anything, but just how I feel. But yeah, so my pace time is getting better, back to where it used to be, which is nice. And I had some Zoom check-ins yesterday, and then of course pizza and movie night, which is nice. Had some Zoom check-ins yesterday, and got on the topic and talked a little bit about just some of what I've been talking about in my live feeds of just the amount of negativity and conflict going on, and how I've gotten off from Facebook just to and apparently gotten off just in time to miss a whole bunch of just stuff that I wouldn't. It just doesn't add to my life whatsoever. So I've never been more happy of being ignorant in my life. And I don't know what's going on in the world, and I'm really happy of that. Because my sense of inner peace has been so great the last, few days, just from not having any of the information or anybody's opinions or any of that, just none of it. If I want the news, I go on the news and I see the news and I get off the news, right? And it's not loaded it's not loaded with everyone's opinion and everyone's standpoint and everyone's like, that's all the part that I don't even see anymore, and I'm so happy of it. It's made all the difference in my peace of mind. And when I was running yesterday, it's funny because Mary Jo asked me yesterday about the Facebook break, you know, do I find I have more time now? And my answer was, it's not that I find I have more time, I just choose to do something different with it. And I totally, like, I talked before about I'm a dork, and I pulled out a Lord of the Rings quote about something before, saying that, you know, my inner Gollum came out at one point several weeks ago. Well, so yesterday my inner Gandalf came out in saying that, so in Lord of the Rings he says, you know, we can't really choose what times we live under and what circumstances we're presented with. The only thing we can choose is what we do with the time we're given, right? So, and that's really where I've taken my power back and saying, you know, with that free 5 minutes, what am I thinking on? What am I focusing on? And last week, as I was getting off from Facebook, I also decided to reach out and see if I could help at some of the local homeless shelters. And so, starting last Wednesday, I started helping to manage one of the satellite sites over in Rochester. There's like 3 different satellite sites set up for the homeless shelters to keep people in isolation and all these other things. And it's actually something that should be going on. That's the way we should be working with homeless folks to begin with, just in a normal sense. It gives everybody, you know, their own rooms to be able to know where they are, so social workers, when they come in, can locate, you know, the individuals they want to work with and all these other things. So it's been really, I think it's a model that, if it's run successfully, can show the county and the state and the country how we should be addressing better our homeless epidemic. Another epidemic that's going on in this country amidst the pandemic is our homeless epidemic, and anybody that doesn't know that should look into it more, because it's a growing epidemic, and this pandemic is only going to help fuel that epidemic, as it will, you know, the overdose and the rate of addiction and everything else. It's just going to add more fuel to those fires. So trying to do everything I can to help out in those ways. So that's what I mean by choosing to. So I've been so busy that I haven't even kept up with the news, much less even missed Facebook. Just not even, like, when I got home last night to have pizza and movie, I was just so exhausted. I went to sleep and I slept all night long, and I didn't give any thought to any of the news or any of the drama that's going on currently in the community, people protesting, all this other stuff. It's just whatever, man. I just don't even care, because I'm trying to do something that's going to actually benefit and help people. And so, I don't know, not to be on a soapbox, and I wrestled with even bringing it up, because I don't want it to be like, I'm not looking for thanks or anything else, and I've told very few people about it, because of, it's just something that we should all be doing, and it's something that I'm fortunate enough to, and it's not something that everybody has the ability to do, and I'm grateful for having the flexibility. I sent my son to stay with his mom, my youngest son, because I just know my chances for exposure are now greater, and I don't want to add to the spread of the virus, but the chances are that I will come in contact with it, so I needed to do. So luckily, I have a set of circumstances. I'm relatively healthy. I have a set of circumstances that make it so I can do this, and so I feel like it's incumbent upon me to do something. So not everybody has that ability to self-quarantine and to self-isolate. My oldest son is still with me, but he also has been working through all of this, and his chance for exposure is also pretty high. So we're both home at different times, and when he's home, he's in his room pretty much, and you know, I'm the same, or I'm in my office working, or I'm outside reading. So our level of engagement isn't that high to begin with, so we both run the same risk. So again, not everyone has that flexibility or that ability, but we do what we can given our circumstances and our parameters. And so the short story is, again, we don't have a choice over the times that we're given, right? And God bless the people that are protesting and everything else, expressing, you know, that's what this country was built on, the right to express your opinion, right? Freedom of speech. It's one of the very basic tenets of our country. And I don't deny people the right to do that. I just don't know what they're protesting against, right? Protesting against doing what's the responsible thing to do given your own, you know, your own sense of civic responsibility, which is what I feel like I have to remind myself every morning. I'm doing this out of my civic duty and my caring for those folks who I know close to me who are more vulnerable. And to protest it now and to watch some of the states that are reopening very quickly, it seems like, you know, I don't want the last, I don't know how many weeks, 6 weeks, to be in vain. I don't want us to have gone through all of this just to have it go the other way again. And I really, you know, I commend a lot of the people who are in the public eye. I'm lucky enough not to be, so I don't have to worry about it as much. But the people who are in the public eye, who are under pressure to do certain things by groups of people, that, man, to have to stick to your guns through that must be really tough, and I don't envy them. So I am going to look at some of your comments, given all that spiel. It's actually a little bit of a breeze. It's kind of chilly out here this morning. Anyway, wow, I got a lot of comments in here. Mary Jo's singing to me. I can't forget about that. Tank was naughty. Yes, he was, Mary Jo. He was very naughty. He needs to be reprimanded. I think I need to send him to your house. Yeah, I had pizza and movie night without Ethan. It was really sad, but we talked on the phone, so it was good. That's been probably the hardest part of this, is having to send him away. This is the longest he's been away from me and from home in a long time, years maybe even. Hi, Nikki. Good morning. Nikki's here. Chris, good morning. Your diet isn't just what you eat, it's what you feed your mind to. I love that, Jake. It's absolutely right. Monitor, yeah, if I could read the rest of that comment, I will read it and comment on it later. So Mary Jo, yeah, from what I heard the governor talk about yesterday, that's probably going to get extended. That whole not being able to evict that's going to probably get extended. So just wait and see. I think that would be terrible as well. I don't look forward to that happening either. Mike D, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I miss you guys so much. I really do. I'm looking forward to being able to see everybody again and to hug everybody again. Everybody's still getting a great big hug from me. I'm cold. It's a little chilly out here this morning. So I got a smaller pizza last night in wings, which is why Tank got into the garbage, because he smells those chicken wing bones. And I was upstairs and I heard the garbage tip over. I knew what he was doing. It took me a minute, but I'm like, that's what he's doing. Got downstairs and it was all over the kitchen already. I was like, coffee grounds, everything. I wanted to. He's lucky. He's so cute and I love him so much. I watched a couple of, I didn't rent anything. I just watched, yeah, the bird's great. Thanks for pointing that out. Last time Mary Jo pointed it out, I was like, I don't even remember hearing birds. And I went back and watched the video and heard the birds, and it was just amazing. So thanks for calling my attention to it. I hear him now. That needs to happen, the extension. Yeah. Again, Mary Jo, I think that, they're doing everything they can, right? And I'm sure that that extension will happen. And, I understand people are upset about unemployment and things like that, but there's been such an influx that I'm sure that, they're doing everything that they can to help people. And, I know it's easy for me. Wow, there's a lot of cars out today. Sorry. It's easy for me to sit here because I'm still working from home and still, now, have another job. And so I'm very fortunate, and I realize that. And I look for opportunities to help as much as I can. So with that perspective in mind, anything I can do to give people some peace and some reassurance that hopefully, everything's going to get taken care of in time. Like, I know the whole unemployment system mess that they're working on constantly. They have thousands of people on it in New York, so I'm hoping that can happen sooner rather than later for those that are, in a tough spot. So I don't know. I don't have a lot more to say about that other than, meditate, try and give yourself some inner peace. It's so funny because I was talking to my daughter yesterday, and we don't talk a whole lot, but she lives out in Leroy, and she's working from home. She works for Paychecks, and, she said, she's had a better week, and she's been meditating. I went, oh, yeah, me too. So it really does help. It really does. I get unsolicited feedback, I guess, from other people who have don't know that I do it every day too. Who will just come out with that and say, they're doing it right now to try and, have more peace of mind. And hey, Lisa Steiner's on. Lisa, good morning. I don't see when people come on anymore because I don't have a Facebook account, so it doesn't tell me when my friends are on because I don't have any friends. Mary Jo, I couldn't watch that movie right now. Which movie? Oh no. Did I miss something? Oh, Contagion. But I fell asleep. I do that during movies all the time too, Mary Jo. That needs to happen, the extension. Yeah, hopefully those happen, Mary Jo. I really do hope that happens. I couldn't watch that movie right now. It'd send my anxiety right through the roof. Yeah, I saw that was high. That movie was high on the watched list or whatever on Netflix. Meredith, I know a friend told me she watched it and said it was what's going on in the world today. Yeah, I don't need any more of that reality. Listening to any kind of good music right now these days. Chris, good question. So I actually am not. Funny you should ask. A lot of what I've been listening to right now has just been chill trance music, so the chill out lounge and things like that don't have any words to them, but just it's just very soothing to me. It's more for background stuff that I don't know. When I'm running, I'll listen to some stuff. One of my favorite bands is Breaking Benjamin, so I listen to that. I listen to stations on my Amazon account sometimes when I need to get more amped up for a run or whatever. My Rage Against the Machine station I always like, and that plays all kinds of really good music for that kind of stuff. I listen to some Christian music sometimes. My Faith channel on Amazon, which has things like Casting Crowns and all kinds of things. I can't even list the groups that are on that. So yeah, a lot of different stuff, but mostly the chill out lounge stuff that I listen to. Troy, good morning. Nice. You had a couple eventful days. Feeling like this load has been lifted. So much less stress. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, man. That's good, Troy. Man, I'll tell you what, I miss lifting. I've moved to primarily running now, and I feel some kind of way about that some days, but other days not, because I feel like I've actually gotten over a little bit of a plateau with my pace and gotten back to where I feel good running some distances. So it's kind of like lifting, right? So you get to these plateaus for a little while, and then you break through them and you feel good, and that's kind of where I've gotten with my running recently. So I'm trying to hang on to that feeling rather than feeling like I want to be lifting more. I just can't get into lifting at home. It's just not the same. I've tried it. It's just not the same. Cool music. That's funny you mentioned Christian music. That's what I've been listening to lately. Yeah, modern, positive. Yep, me too. Zach Williams I like a lot. I've got a couple of his albums, and gosh, I can't even think right now. Micah Tyler I like a lot. Oh my goodness, I can't even think of all the artists right now. So yeah, that is always a really good way to spend my morning, listening to my faith channel too. So anyway, I've rambled enough. I think it's probably time that I go. Yes, it is time that I go. I'm gonna go run and enjoy this beautiful morning, and then get that out of the way, and then do probably very little today. This is my day off. I'm not working either job. I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna hang out, do some reading outside on the lawn with my bad dog. Yes, I'm talking about you, Tank. And just chill today and recharge. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Get outside, enjoy some of this beautiful weather. It'll do so much for your spirit and your mood, and recharge your batteries. That's what the sun does. It recharges our batteries. And feed your inner Gandalf. Another quote that he said that I'll part with you on is about great change and great things don't happen with these big momentous events, but with the little small things that ordinary people do every day. And that's you and me. We're ordinary people, and the little small things that we do every day are what makes this world and this life great. So just remember that. It's not these people that we look up to as being these great figureheads and these great momentous decisions that they make, but that they're little decisions that we make every single day to act out of love and not out of hate or out of fear. So act out of love today, and just do something little. Do lots of little things that just feed love and not hate. All right, guys. I love you. Peace. Have a great day.